Welcome to my channel, Get Your Life. Today is a parole hearing for Juanelo Ramirez. He sexually assaulted his girlfriend's daughter. Today, the victim's mother speaks out on her behalf. Take a listen.
Hey, Mr. Kelsey, this is the case for Juanelo Ramirez. We have here in opposition this morning the victim, Ms. Terry Garcia. She would be speaking in opposition, and she's asked Ms. Gail Guerin from our Crime Victim Services Bureau to join in this hearing this morning in support. And that's it.
All right, thank you. Thank y'all for being here. All right, please introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number for the record.
547343.
All right, Juanelo, my name is Brennan Kelsey. In the panel with me today is Ms. Pearl Wise and Mr. Keith Jones. Will be your panel. I'll explain the process to you. We'll read some information into the record, have a parole interview, ask you some questions. You can respond at the end. You can make a statement. We'll let folks make statements as they need to, and then we'll take a vote. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Juanelo Ramirez, DOC number 547343, first class offender, indecent behavior with a juvenile, sentenced on August 21st, 2008. 25 years DOC, parole date November 4th, 2015. You are not eligible for good time and a full term date of 7/8/2032. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, would you please answer Mr. Jones?
Good afternoon, Mr. Ramirez.
Morning.
Well, we made it to the afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Tell me what your plans would be if you were released on parole.
To work in my family construction business, along with assisting individuals who are seeking to gain a better understanding of the English language. Since I became a tutor in this facility.
Mr. Ramirez, there's some discussion in your file about your immigration status.
Yes, sir.
What can you tell me about that?
Well, I was living here as an illegal immigrant, and I had arrested, and that's what happened.
And you remain an illegal immigrant, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And has ICE done anything to send you back?
They will. I have to join first parole, whatever.
They've not done anything, Mr. Jones, in regards to placing a detainer or any such as that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand. You broke up a little bit. Say again, please, Warden.
They have not placed a detainer or done an interview with him since he's been here.
Okay. What is your native country, Mr. Ramirez?
Mexico.
Your family, members of your family have a construction business? Where?
In Mexico, Acapulco, Chilpancingo, Guerrero.
So your intention is to return to Mexico no matter what, is that right?
Yes, sir. And never come back to the United States. Well, never mind that. Tell me what programs you've taken since you've been locked up. I took AA, NA, Living in Balance, Anger Management, and Risk Management.
Were you intoxicated when you committed this crime?
No, sir.
Say no?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you have a drug or alcohol problem?
I never did. I just took these programs believing for me to better myself.
Okay. Well, tell me how it is that you are unlikely to reoffend if we release you on parole.
Well, I learned this during this program. I learned a lot of these 27 risk factors that any sex offender, will have. Like, we have 27 risk factors. And I believe, then I didn't know this risk factors. We just do in life,
Right.
But as I took these programs, I learned that I did more than, like, without knowing some risk factors that I did without knowing it.
Okay.
Like poor impulse control, not thinking what you're doing, just acting out on your first thought. But
Did you take all 4 phases of the sex offender treatment?
yes, sir.
All right. When did you complete that?
I completed that before this pandemic, the COVID-19, before COVID-19 starts.
Okay, good. Mr. Ramirez, I think that's all the questions I have. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Wise.
Sir, I just want to ask you about your participation on the soccer team. What position do you play?
I was a coach.
You were a coach. Okay. And
I also was a player.
right. What position did you play?
I play as left middle field.
Okay. Okay. Now, I saw where you got your GED while you were down. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are a tutor for the basic education class. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You also completed a repair technician and collision repair trades.
Correct.
Okay, all right. Now, do you teach any Spanish around the prison?
So, excuse me?
Do you teach Spanish around the prison to anybody?
In my dorm?
In your dorm? Oh, in your dorm you do. Okay. And I'm sure the warden is going to speak to that. I think you've had 2 write-ups in the last 12 years. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. And you have a low tiger score. I just want to state that for the record. That's all I had, Chairman.
All right, Warden, would you like to make a comment?
Just say that he's been here for 11 years, has an exemplary record. He has completed lots of programs here. What he didn't mention, been involved in several of our religious programs as well. He has helped out as a tutor, seems to have enjoyed that. I guess that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Garcia, would you like to make a statement?
You're muted.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. The statement I would like to make is me and Juanello were in a relationship when this happened, when he did that to my daughter. I don't quite think everybody understands what goes on with a child and the parents and siblings. I mean, my daughter had to get tested for AIDS for 6 months. She had to go to rape specialist. She had to go to counseling. If he's an illegal immigrant, if he gets out, there's no way for y'all to even have any idea of where he would be. That's what I don't understand. And another thing is, I mean, my daughter, she's fine. She's doing good now. But his family is trying to contact my daughter. And I don't think that's right. I don't know the purpose. I don't understand the purpose. And I honestly do not think if he goes back to Mexico, he's going to be back in a couple of months. Everybody thinks it's hard to come back, but it's not. It's not hard at all because I've seen it. I've seen it. He will be back in a couple of months. Who's to say he don't do it again to somebody else's daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Garcia, how is your daughter doing?
She's fine now, but like I said not too long ago, his brother tried to contact my daughter. She was scared to death. She didn't leave her house. She has 2 kids now.
Yes, ma'am.
And
All right. Go
they
ahead.
found her, and I don't know how because she don't even have the same last name.
Well, it's not the sort of thing we have a lot of control over, you understand.
I understand that. I really do. But I don't, even the programs that he has done, I honestly don't think he would be good in society. I don't. I would be in fear for somebody else's daughter, somebody else's family.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Because
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ms. Gail, would you like to make a statement? Or are you just here?
Yes, I would. Miss Garcia just asked me to be with her to give her some emotional support and provide some input because, excuse me, she realized that she would be pretty emotional. And if she left anything out, she just wanted me to be able to fill in with her.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
one of the things that she did explain was that she is very afraid that the offender would return back to the United States and maybe seek out her daughter, as the family has been trying to contact the daughter. The other situation is that her daughter is still very traumatized by this. She actually has a service dog to help her deal with the trauma that is experienced as a result of what happened during the crime. So being incarcerated for approximately another 12 years, we're hoping that will give some additional safety and relief to the victim to continue to receive therapy and heal from this trauma. At least at that, by being incarcerated longer, she won't have to worry that this offender will return back to the United States or be in the United States. So basically, that's what she wanted me to express.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Mr. Wanello, you'd like to make a statement on your behalf?
Sir, I am truly sorry for what I've done, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I wish I can change the crime I have committed, but one thing I know in America's rehabilitation is that we cannot undo our past, but what we do have is our say-so about our future. And that is with my newfound faith teaches me that with God, all things are possible. And I am more than a conqueror.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Is the panel prepared to vote?
I'd like to make a motion for executive session.
We got a motion for executive session?
I second.
Second. Roll call, please.
Ms. Pearl,
Yes.
Mr. Jones,
Yes.
Mr. Kelsey.
Yes. All right. We're back in session. Is the panel prepared to vote?
Yes.
Ms. Pearl?
Ms. Ramirez, I just want to commend you on the good work that you are doing. I think it's like you said, the Louisiana Department of Corrections have good programs, and you took advantage of it. And I commend you for that, because you don't have a life sentence. So at some point, you are going to be out in the free world, and you are going to be better for the time you spend in DOC. And I feel good about that. But as to my vote today, I concur with the victim's mother. I don't want it on my conscience. I don't want it on my record that I released you and you do this to somebody else's child. So my vote is to deny because of the victim opposition and the law enforcement opposition. And I guess I really can't hold your citizenship status in front of us, but lack of a residence plan in the U.S. That is in order to continue the court-imposed sentence of 25 years. So that is my vote to deny today.
Mr. Jones?
Mr. Ramirez, I agree with Mrs. Wise, and I'm going to vote to deny your parole. But I also agree with her in her commendation of you on all the work you've done, the courses you've taken, and the volunteer work you're doing as a tutor to try to make things better there. I will say that if an inmate in exactly your circumstances had an ICE detainer, so I knew that immigration would be at the gate when he was released, it would be easier for me to vote to parole him. Theoretically.
All right, you have 2 votes to deny, so I'm going to vote to deny your parole today, victim opposition, law enforcement opposition. You have 3 votes to deny your parole. Your parole's been denied. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Do you think that he should have gotten parole and sent back to Mexico? Or do you think they made the right choice by denying his parole? Comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and be sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching.